The Wall Street sell-off triggered by the tariffs and trade policies announced by President Trump this week. Friday's losses intensified after China matched the president's tariffs. The Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ all fell more than 5.5%. That added to Thursday's losses, making this the worst two-day streak for the market since the early days of the COVID pandemic. The president is spending the weekend at his Florida resort. CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Zhang is traveling with the president and joins us now. Weijia, good morning.
Good morning to you, Dana, and good morning to everybody. You know, last night, President Trump attended a lavish fundraising dinner that cost $1 million a person after spending much of the day at his golf club. He says he is not worried about those nosediving markets and that big business is not worried about the tariffs because, quote, they are here to stay. But we spoke with one small business owner who says she is already feeling financial pain. At the Lotus Food Market in Lake Worth, Florida. Owner Marwa Ahmed brews Italian espresso beans, sells lamb from New Zealand, sweets from Turkey, and roasted sesame oil from Japan.
How much of the stuff on your shelves is imported?
99%.
99%?
Yep.
So 99% of your goods, the price is going to go up?
Yes.
And
at least 10%.
At midnight, a 10% universal tariff went into effect. And next week, the U.S. will impose reciprocal tariffs on many of its biggest trading partners. Ahmed said she's already feeling the impact, with wholesalers charging her more for goods as they brace for the tariffs.
when tariffs kick in, who ends up paying for it?
Unfortunately, that is the sad reality, is that we do have to impose this on the customers. I have to make money in order to pay my rent and pay my employees, pay my bills, to keep the store open and to keep being in business.
Trump argues his policies will help businesses, big and small. But J.P. Morgan's economic team released a new prediction, putting the chances of a near-term recession at 60%. It said Trump's tariffs amount to the largest tax hike in almost 60 years, since 1968. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell.
It is now becoming clear that tariff increases will be significantly larger than expected. And the same is likely to be true of the economic effects, which will include higher inflation and slower growth.
From his golf club in West Palm Beach, the president posted on social media urging Powell to cut interest rates, even though the Fed is independent of the White House. And Trump declared only the weak will fail. Ahmed had hoped to expand her business, but now she's focused on staying afloat.
It is very concerning. But, you know, what am I going to do? I just kind of have to take it step by step, day by day.
Ahmed said she is also worried that a weak job market will impact consumer spending, but there is some good news on that front. So even though the unemployment rate ticked slightly up for the month of March, the number of jobs were far better than expected. In response to that, President Trump said it's already working and told Americans to hang tough. Dana.
That message within one day at a time resonating with so many. Weijia, thank you very much.